Ladies and gentlemen, to begin turning passion into purpose, the very first step is to identify your passion. This is the foundation of everything you will build going forward. But here's the challenge: so many of us get lost in the noise of life and forget to ask ourselves what truly excites me. What activities, thoughts, or moments make me feel alive? What brings me joy? Even in the simplest forms, these are the questions we often overlook, and they are the key to unlocking a purpose-driven life. Your passion is not necessarily something that fits into the box of what others expect or what society tells you should be important. It's the thing that makes you forget about time, that gets you into a flow state where everything else fades away and you're entirely immersed in what you're doing. It could be anything, whether it's writing, teaching, helping others, designing, creating, exploring, or even something like solving problems or analyzing data. Take a moment to reflect on the activities or topics that excite you. Maybe you're passionate about art, but you've been hesitant to pursue it because you're afraid it won't be practical, or perhaps you've always loved technology, but you've let other career paths distract you. Identifying your passion doesn't mean you have to change your life overnight, but it does mean being honest with yourself about what brings you true joy. Sometimes it's not immediately clear what your passion is, and that's okay too. Some of the most fulfilling careers are built when people discover new passions later in life, often after exploring different paths. The important thing is to be open to the process of self-discovery. Pay attention to moments when you feel energized and fulfilled. Those are the signs that you're onto something. Recognizing your passion is also about understanding what you are naturally drawn to. We all have innate talents and interests that emerge over time. These aren't always the things that come easy at first, but they are often the things that give us the most sense of satisfaction once we push through the challenges. These are not just fleeting interests, they are core to who you are. When you tap into that natural curiosity or drive, you uncover a deeper layer of motivation that will propel you toward your purpose. Moreover, discovering your passion is about listening to your heart and mind without the external pressures telling you what you should do. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back from exploring what excites you. Sometimes it's about taking small steps to see where your curiosity leads, whether it's learning new skills, volunteering, or pursuing something you've always wanted to try. The key is not to judge your passions as worthy or unworthy, but to honor them as they are. When you identify your passion, you create a roadmap for the life you were meant to live. Your passion will drive your energy, shape your decisions, and guide you even when things get tough. It will become the reason you keep going when obstacles arise, because your passion gives you the determination and clarity to overcome challenges. So take the time to discover what excites you. Trust that your passions are not random. They are the whispers of your true calling, waiting for you to hear them and act on them. Once you identify your passion, you're one step closer to unlocking your purpose, because purpose begins with knowing what you love. While discovering your passion is the crucial first step, it's important to recognize that passion alone is not enough. Passion is a powerful force, but without action, it remains just that, an unfulfilled potential. It's easy to get excited about something, to feel inspired, but the real test comes when you have to turn that energy into something tangible, something that moves you forward and creates a meaningful impact in your life. Think about it this way: passion is the fuel, but action is the vehicle that drives you toward your destination. Without action, your passion is like a car without wheels, it's not going anywhere. Action is what transforms enthusiasm into results. Without it, you risk staying in the realm of dreams and ideas, never truly stepping into the life you envision. When you have passion, you have energy and internal fire that can propel you through tough times and setbacks. But action is what channels that energy into something concrete. It's the work you put in, the sacrifices you make, and the decisions you choose to follow through on that turns passion into purpose. Without consistent, purposeful action, passion can fade away. It can become a fleeting moment of excitement that doesn't lead anywhere. Let's consider an example. Imagine you are passionate about art and you dream of being a professional artist. Passion alone won't turn you into an artist, no matter how deeply you feel about it. It's the commitment to practice your craft every day, to show up even when you feel discouraged, to seek out opportunities, and to share your work with the world that will make the difference. Passion will fuel you, but action is what makes your vision a reality. Direction is just as important as action. Without direction, your passion can easily become scattered. It's like setting out on a journey without knowing the destination. You may take action, but it's not leading you anywhere specific. Direction gives you focus and clarity. It's about asking yourself, what's the next step? What small actions can I take today that will move me closer to my goal? Direction is what helps you map out a path that aligns with your purpose. To turn passion into purpose, you must set clear goals and take deliberate steps toward achieving them. This requires discipline and strategy. When you set a goal, you break it down into actionable steps that are realistic and achievable. It's not enough to simply say, I want to be an artist. You have to ask yourself, what kind of artist do I want to be? What skills do I need to develop? What networks or resources can I tap into? How can I make a living from my art? Passion gives you the vision, but direction provides you with a roadmap to turn that vision into something real. Remember, direction doesn't mean you have to have everything figured out from the beginning. You might not know exactly how everything will unfold, and that's okay. Direction is a series of intentional choices and adjustments along the way. It's about moving forward with purpose, taking action, learning from mistakes, and being adaptable as you grow. Here's another key point: action and direction often go hand in hand with perseverance. There will be times when passion alone isn't enough to keep you going. There will be moments of doubt, obstacles, and challenges that make you question whether it's all worth it. This is where action combined with direction is critical. You'll need to stay committed, even when things get tough, because passion might inspire you, but it's your actions and the direction you choose that will keep you moving forward. So ask yourself, what actions can I take today to move toward my passion? What steps can I commit to that will lead me closer to my purpose? Passion is an incredible starting point, but without the follow-through of action and the clarity of direction, it's simply energy without purpose. By taking consistent action and finding direction, you give your passion the structure it needs to become a meaningful, purposeful life. Ultimately, it's the combination of passion, action, and direction that creates a life that's not only fulfilling for you, but impactful for others. So harness the power of your passion, but make sure you pair it with the consistent effort and clear direction that will bring your dreams into the realm of reality. Once you've discovered your passion and begun taking action, the next crucial step in turning your passion into purpose is alignment. Aligning your passion with your core values and your long-term vision for your life creates a deeper sense of meaning and direction. Passion on its own is powerful, but purpose comes when that passion is connected to something greater than yourself, something that resonates with who you truly are and what you stand for. Let's break this down. When we talk about alignment, we're referring to the process of ensuring that what you're passionate about is in harmony with your values and your vision for your future. Your values are the principles that guide your life, the things that matter most to you. These could include integrity, kindness, creativity, family, adventure, or freedom. Your vision, on the other hand, is your ideal future, where you want to be, what you want to contribute, and the legacy you want to leave behind. Without alignment, your passion can feel scattered or even unfulfilled. You might find yourself pursuing something you love, but it doesn't quite feel right. Or you may hit roadblocks that make it hard to stay motivated. This is because there is a disconnect between what you're doing and what you truly value. But when your passion aligns with your values and vision, it gives your efforts a deep, unshakable purpose. For example, imagine you are passionate about teaching, but you deeply value creativity and independence. If you were to work in a rigid, traditional school system where you have no flexibility to teach creatively, you might find yourself frustrated. Your passion for teaching is real, but the lack of alignment with your values could leave you feeling drained or uninspired. On the other hand, if you teach in a setting that allows for creative expression, project-based learning, and student-centered teaching methods, you'll find that your passion for teaching comes alive in a way that feels authentic and fulfilling. Alignment is essential because it ensures that your efforts are congruent with your deeper beliefs in the life you want to build. It gives you clarity and direction because it connects what you're doing in the present to a greater vision of the future. When your actions are aligned with your values, even the smallest tasks feel purposeful, and you're much more likely to stay motivated and committed even when challenges arise. Your vision for your life is where you see yourself in the long term, the goals you want to achieve, the impact you want to have on the world, and the kind of person you want to become. When you align your passion with your vision, it becomes easier to make decisions. You can ask yourself, does this action bring me closer to the person I want to be? Does this help me fulfill my vision? This alignment helps you filter out distractions and stay focused on the bigger picture. Let's say your vision is to help children in underprivileged communities by providing access to education and resources. If your passion is for social work, aligning that passion with your vision would involve pursuing roles that focus on creating educational opportunities for children or volunteering in nonprofit organizations that support these communities. Now, your work is no longer just a job, it is deeply connected to your purpose because your passion and vision are aligned. Another benefit of alignment is that it fuels fulfillment. When your passion, values, and vision all work together, it brings a sense of deep satisfaction. You'll find that the work you're doing doesn't feel like just a task, it feels like a contribution. You'll wake up every day with a sense of meaning, knowing that what you're doing matters and that your work is part of a greater story. This sense of fulfillment doesn't come from external validation, but from the knowing that you're living a life true to who you are and what you believe in. Once you start answering these questions, you'll find that it's much easier to move forward with clarity and purpose. You'll be making decisions from a place of deep understanding, knowing that every step you take is in harmony with your true self. To sum it up, purpose comes from alignment because it connects your passion to your values and your vision. When you align the things that matter most to you with the work you do and the way you live, you create a life that is not just successful, but truly fulfilling. This is where deep meaning and direction are born, where passion transforms into a powerful force for personal and professional growth, and ultimately for making a positive difference in the world. One of the most remarkable things about passion is that it is a source of boundless energy. When you are passionate about something, it doesn't just become something you do, it becomes something that inspires you, motivates you, and fuels you. Passion is the force that propels you forward, even on days when you feel exhausted, uncertain, or overwhelmed. It's the inner spark that lights up your path and keeps you moving when everything else might be trying to hold you back. Think about it, there are times in life when the going gets tough. You encounter obstacles, face setbacks, or simply get tired from the day-to-day grind. In these moments, it's easy to want to give up or lose motivation. But when you're passionate about what you do, your passion is like a source of energy that helps you power through. It's that fire inside you that pushes you to keep going even when circumstances seem bleak. Passion keeps your engine running, especially during the hardest of times. Imagine an athlete training for a competition or an artist spending hours perfecting a piece of work. The work itself can be grueling, challenging, and at times monotonous. Yet the passion they have for their craft makes all that hard work feel worth it. It's the passion that makes the sacrifices feel small and the progress feel incredibly rewarding. The same principle applies to any area of life. When you love what you do, the energy to keep going comes naturally. It's not about working harder for the sake of it, it's about feeling driven by a purpose and an internal motivation that keeps you going no matter what. This energy from passion also helps you overcome adversity. When challenges arise, passion gives you the strength to face them head on. When you're passionate about a cause or a goal, it's easier to see setbacks as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Passion fuels persistence. It encourages you to find solutions when things don't go as planned and to bounce back stronger from failure. Passion helps you shift your perspective, seeing challenges not as threats, but as opportunities to grow and learn. It's the energy that transforms frustration into determination, setbacks into lessons, and defeats into comebacks. Furthermore, passion brings a sense of joy to the process. Often when you're passionate about something, you lose track of time. The hard work doesn't feel like work, it becomes an enjoyable, immersive experience. The sweat, the effort, and the perseverance feel like small prices to pay for the rewards that come with doing what you love. Passion transforms ordinary tasks into meaningful actions. Whether you're writing, building a business, creating art, or serving others, when passion is behind it, every task feels more purposeful and fulfilling. Think about a time when you were working on something you loved, perhaps a personal project or something you truly cared about. You probably noticed that even though you were putting in long hours or facing challenges, you didn't mind. You were energized by the process itself. Passion ignites that kind of focus, allowing you to immerse yourself completely in what you're doing. It allows you to push through moments of doubt and fatigue because you are so deeply connected to the outcome. This energy is contagious too. When you are passionate about something, it radiates outwards, affecting those around you. Your enthusiasm can inspire and motivate others, creating an environment of positivity and momentum. People are naturally drawn to individuals who are passionate about what they do because passion is magnetic. It's the energy that gets people excited, that brings people together, and that encourages others to invest in your vision. When you're driven by passion, you not only fuel your own success, you inspire others to pursue their own passions too. In essence, passion is the energy that makes hard work rewarding. It is what allows you to keep going when the going gets tough, to find joy in the journey, and to transform challenges into opportunities for growth. Without passion, work can feel burdensome, draining, and uninspiring. But with passion, even the most difficult tasks become opportunities for personal development and achievement. Passion provides the stamina to keep pushing, the determination to overcome obstacles, and the excitement that makes every step of the process feel worthwhile. So when you find your passion, you're not just discovering something you love, you're tapping into an energy source that will help you conquer challenges, stay motivated, and achieve your goals. Passion is the energy that drives you to go beyond what you thought possible, to reach new heights, and to keep striving even when the path seems unclear. Or with passion as your fuel, every effort becomes an investment in your future, and every challenge becomes an opportunity to grow stronger, smarter, and more resilient. One of the most important steps in turning your passion into purpose is to embrace your passion fully. It's easy to feel unsure about pursuing something that feels out of reach, unconventional, or even impractical. Many of us have experienced moments when our passion seems small, or we worry that it doesn't fit into the larger framework of what society expects. It's in these moments of doubt that we must remind ourselves that passion, no matter how insignificant it may seem, carries the potential to grow into something incredible. The first step in embracing your passion is to accept it without judgment. Often we dismiss our passions because they don't fit neatly into the boxes society or even our families expect us to check. Maybe you've always loved photography, but you've been told it's not a practical career path. Or perhaps you have a deep passion for writing, but you've been conditioned to believe it's a hobby, not a serious pursuit. Embracing your passion means acknowledging it for what it is, an integral part of who you are, without judging it based on external expectations. What often happens is that we let doubt creep in, convincing ourselves that because our passions seem small or impractical in the grand scheme of things, they aren't worth pursuing. But what we don't realize is that the smallest of passions often hold the seed of something much greater. What may seem insignificant today has the potential to lead to profound growth tomorrow. Think about how many successful ventures, movements, and innovations started as small, seemingly insignificant ideas or hobbies. The key is to recognize that these passions are the starting point of something bigger, and they deserve to be nurtured, not ignored. Look at history. Many of the most successful businesses and artistic movements started out as individual passions that others dismissed as trivial. A simple blog born from the passion of one person who wanted to share their thoughts could grow into a global platform that influences millions. A modest YouTube channel created as a hobby could lead to a career that shapes the entertainment industry. The passion for playing video games could lead to becoming an industry leader in game design or esports. These stories show us that no passion is too small to make a big impact. Don't let fear or self-doubt hold you back from pursuing what excites you. It's natural to feel hesitant when you first start to follow a passion, especially if it doesn't align with traditional expectations. But that initial hesitation is just part of the process of growth. The act of pursuing something that speaks to your heart is the first step toward creating something meaningful. Even if it feels impractical or risky, embracing your passion means choosing to trust that it has value, even if you can't see all the potential right away. When you choose to embrace your passion, you are giving yourself permission to be authentic. It's easy to be swayed by the opinions of others and to conform to what is expected of you. But living a life based on your passions means breaking free from these societal expectations and embracing your true self. This is when you unlock a deeper sense of fulfillment, because you're doing something that feels true to you, not what others think you should be doing. Embracing your passion also means being willing to grow with it. In the beginning, your passion might not look like much. It could be a side project, a hobby, or a simple interest that you don't yet know how to turn into something bigger. But the more time and effort you invest in it, the more it will evolve. Passion has a natural way of expanding and becoming more than what you initially envisioned. As you dive deeper, you begin to learn, adapt, and refine your skills, and your passion transforms into something more significant. more powerful. It's about having the patience to let your passion grow and evolve organically. Think about the early days of successful entrepreneurs or creators. They didn't start with a perfect business plan or a clear vision of success. They started by embracing their passion and working tirelessly to learn and improve. Maybe at first it didn't make sense to others, but over time, their passion transformed into a thriving career or business. Passion creates momentum, and once you begin moving forward with it, opportunities will start to unfold in ways you never anticipated. Sometimes embracing your passion also means giving yourself the freedom to fail. It's easy to dismiss something because you're afraid it won't work out, but failure isn't the end, it's part of the process. Embracing your passion means accepting that setbacks and mistakes are not only okay, but they are opportunities to learn and grow. Every misstep takes you one step closer to understanding your craft and your purpose more clearly. And every failure is a valuable lesson on the path to success. When you embrace your passion, even if it seems small or impractical at first, you are giving yourself the opportunity to create something deeply meaningful. Your passion has the power to fuel you, to drive you through difficult times, and to guide you toward your purpose. By nurturing your passion, you are opening the door to a life that feels authentic, fulfilling, and truly your own. Taking action means choosing to move forward even when you don't have all the answers. Often we wait for the perfect moment or the right set of circumstances before we make a move. But the truth is, the perfect moment rarely comes. Success doesn't require perfection, it requires progress. It's the small, consistent actions you take day in and day out that gradually move you closer to your goal. Whether it's sending that email, practicing your craft for an hour, networking with others in your field, or simply setting clear intentions for the day, every action is an investment in your future. Consistency is key. It's easy to get motivated in the beginning, but the true test of your passion comes when the excitement wears off, and you have to rely on your commitment to push you through. When you've set a goal, you must remind yourself daily why it matters and why it's worth the effort. Every day you choose to show up for your passion, you're one step closer to making it a reality. Even when you don't see immediate results, it's essential to trust that consistent effort will eventually lead to the outcome you desire. Just like planting a seed in the ground, it might take time for the results to sprout, but if you keep nurturing your passion with action, you will see growth. It's also important to stay adaptable as you take action. The path to your goals may not always be linear. Sometimes taking action means being willing to pivot, change course, or try new approaches when things don't work out as expected. Passion will fuel you through the tough moments, but action requires flexibility. If you hit a roadblock, see it as an opportunity to reassess and adjust your strategy, not as a reason to give up. Every challenge is a chance to learn, grow, and refine your approach to achieving your goals. To turn your passion into purpose, you must continuously act on it, even when it feels difficult or uncertain. Commit to taking steps every day. And remember that it's the small, consistent actions that ultimately create the momentum you need to turn your dreams into a meaningful reality. Passion is the spark, but action is the fire that keeps it burning. Don't wait for the perfect conditions. Start taking action now and trust that with each step you take, you are getting closer to the life you were meant to create. When we think about purpose, it's natural to think of personal fulfillment, how our passions can bring us happiness, success, and satisfaction. But lasting purpose often comes from connecting our passion to something greater than ourselves. One of the most powerful ways to turn your passion into a meaningful long-term purpose is to consider how it can serve others, contribute to the well-being of your community, or solve a problem in the world. At the heart of every great movement, every successful venture, and every impactful individual is the desire to contribute to something bigger than personal achievement. When you serve a greater cause, your passion takes on a new level of significance. It moves from being just a personal pursuit to becoming something that can make a positive difference in the lives of others, in society, or even on a global scale. This shift from self-centered to other-centered action is what turns a fleeting interest into a life-altering mission. Start by asking yourself, how can your passion benefit the world? It's easy to think that your individual contributions won't make a difference, especially in a world that can feel overwhelming and chaotic. But the truth is, every single person has the potential to impact others in meaningful ways, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant their actions may seem. Whether you're passionate about teaching, art, technology, social justice, or the environment, there are always ways to channel that passion into something that can uplift and help others. For example, consider the countless entrepreneurs who start businesses with the goal of solving a problem or addressing a need in society. Their passion is not only about creating a successful product or service, it's about finding a way to improve people's lives. From social enterprises dedicated to providing clean water in underserved communities to tech startups building apps that address mental health, these innovators are driven by the desire to make a difference. Their passion is aligned with a greater cause, and that is what gives their work purpose and staying power. When you connect your passion to something meaningful, your work becomes part of something larger than yourself. Serving a greater cause not only makes your purpose more impactful, but it also provides a sense of fulfillment. When you focus on the impact your passion can have on others, you begin to experience a deeper sense of satisfaction and meaning. The work you do doesn't just benefit you, it benefits those you serve. Imagine how rewarding it feels to know that your creative work inspires others, that your efforts are helping to improve someone's life, or that the products you create are solving real problems in the world. This is where your passion begins to give back to you in ways that go beyond material success. It becomes a cycle of contribution and growth, where the more you give, the more you give, the more you grow, and the more you receive in terms of purpose and fulfillment. Think about the ways in which your passion could help others in your immediate community. Sometimes making a difference starts close to home. It could mean mentoring someone in need, volunteering your time and skills, or simply using your passion to brighten someone's day. Every action counts, and sometimes the greatest impact is made one person at a time. Serving a greater cause doesn't always have to mean global change. It can be as simple as helping those around you, spreading kindness, and using your unique talents to support the people in your life. For example, if you're passionate about food, you could use that passion to help alleviate hunger in your local community by volunteering at food banks or even starting a community garden. If you're passionate about fitness, you might find purpose in helping others lead healthier lives through coaching or teaching fitness classes. By thinking about how your skills and passions can improve the lives of others, you deepen your connection to the work you do. This connection is what sustains you during challenging times and what makes the pursuit of your passion feel truly meaningful. Another way to serve a greater cause is to become part of a larger movement or organization. Many people find that their individual passions can be amplified when they become part of a collective effort. Whether it's contributing to environmental sustainability, advocating for human rights, or supporting mental health initiatives, joining a community or cause that aligns with your passion can provide a sense of purpose and belonging. The power of collaboration is immense when like-minded individuals come together to serve a common goal. The impact can be exponential. Your passion can ignite the fire of change when it is combined with the efforts of others. Serving a greater cause also means being open to evolving your passion. Sometimes we find that our initial passions lead us to unexpected opportunities for impact. As you progress in your journey, you may discover new ways to serve or new areas where your skills and passions are most needed. This flexibility and openness are crucial for sustaining long-term purpose. For instance, a teacher who is passionate about education might eventually expand their focus from individual classrooms to advocating for education policy reform. A photographer passionate about capturing moments might use their art to raise awareness about social or environmental issues. Purpose evolves when we allow our passion to flow beyond the boundaries of our initial ideas. Perhaps one of the most profound aspects of serving a greater cause is that it gives your life a sense of meaning that transcends personal achievement. When your passion is aligned with helping others, the fulfillment you experience doesn't come from external validation, money, or recognition. It comes from knowing that you are contributing to something far greater than yourself. Your purpose is no longer just about personal success, but about the collective success of the world around you. To create lasting purpose from your passion, ask yourself, how can I use my talents to help others? How can my passion address a need in the world? What problems do I see that I could be part of solving? By framing your passion in terms of service and contribution, you elevate it beyond personal fulfillment into something truly significant. In doing so, you create a purpose that will not only last, but will have a ripple effect, inspiring others to find their own passions and make a difference in the world as well. When we think about purpose, it's natural to think of it as a deeply personal journey. It's easy to envision purpose as something that fulfills our own dreams and ambitions, something that brings us satisfaction and a sense of accomplishment. However, true purpose is often much bigger than ourselves. It's about recognizing how our individual passions can intersect with and contribute to a larger, more meaningful narrative, one that goes beyond personal gain and touches the lives of others. Furthermore, serving a cause greater than yourself often brings about a sense of unity. When you start to see your passion as part of a collective goal, you realize that you are not alone in your journey. You're part of a larger network of individuals who share your commitment and who are working towards similar outcomes. This sense of belonging and connection can be incredibly powerful, especially in a world that often feels divided or disconnected. Purpose fosters unity because it ties us all together in pursuit of something meaningful. Ultimately, purpose is about transcending the individual and embracing the collective. It's about asking yourself, how can my passion serve others? How can I contribute to something larger than my own life, something that can create lasting change? When you shift your focus from personal achievement to collective impact, you move from a life driven by fleeting desires to one guided by enduring significance. You begin to realize that the power of your passion is amplified when it is used to serve a cause, make a difference, and leave a legacy that benefits generations to come. By connecting your passion to a larger cause, you transform your purpose into something that not only fulfills your personal aspirations, but also contributes to the greater good of society and the world. Purpose is bigger than you, because when you align your passions with the needs of others, you tap into a source of fulfillment that goes far beyond personal success and becomes a legacy that will resonate for years to come. One of the most important truths about turning your passion into purpose is that it takes time. In our fast-paced world, where instant gratification is often within reach, it's easy to assume that if you're truly passionate about something, success should come quickly. However, creating a meaningful and lasting purpose is a process, and like any worthwhile endeavor, it requires patience, learning, and persistence. Patience is crucial because just like any growth process, turning passion into purpose doesn't happen overnight. Think of it like planting a tree. You don't see the results immediately, and the early stages often feel slow. But with the right care, consistency, and attention, that tree will eventually grow strong and bear fruit. Similarly, when you commit to your passion with patience, you're laying the foundation for something lasting and substantial. Early on, progress might be incremental and setbacks are inevitable, but these moments are where true growth happens. Patience helps you remain steadfast, even when you can't yet see the fruits of your labor. In the beginning, you may feel unsure of the direction your passion is taking you or frustrated by slow progress. It's easy to get discouraged during this time, especially when you're deeply passionate about your work and want to see immediate results. But remember, patience isn't just about waiting, it's about trusting the process, learning from the setbacks, and having faith that your efforts are building something significant over time. Every challenge you face along the way is an opportunity to learn, refine your approach, and develop the resilience necessary to achieve your purpose. The journey is as valuable as the destination. This is why learning is so essential. Turning passion into purpose is about growth, personal growth, skill development, and learning to navigate the obstacles that inevitably arise. When you embark on a purpose-driven path, you will constantly encounter situations that push you out of your comfort zone, and this is where the real learning happens. Whether you're gaining expertise in your field, honing new skills, or simply learning how to stay resilient in the face of challenges, every step of the journey contributes to the bigger picture. The more you embrace these lessons, the more your passion will evolve into a purpose that not only sustains you, but can also impact others in meaningful ways. At times, you may even find that your initial passion or vision shifts as you learn more about yourself and the world around you. This is part of the process. Purpose often deepens over time, and as you grow, so does the clarity of your mission. The willingness to adapt and evolve based on your experiences is one of the most powerful tools you have. Patience gives you the space to evolve, learn from your experiences, and refine your approach so that your passion can truly align with your purpose. As you grow, your purpose becomes more aligned with who you are, and that connection brings about greater satisfaction and impact. Persistence is the next pillar of turning passion into purpose. Persistence is the ability to continue, even when things aren't going your way or when the challenges seem insurmountable. It's that inner drive that pushes you to keep going when the road gets tough, when you face rejection, or when your progress feels slow. Turning your passion into purpose requires unwavering commitment to seeing it through, no matter how long it takes or how difficult the journey may seem. Persistence means showing up every day, even on the days when motivation is low. It means continuing to take action, even when you don't feel like you're getting the results you expected. The key to persistence is believing in the bigger picture. There will be days when you feel like giving up, when the obstacles seem insurmountable, or when you question whether all the effort is worth it. During these moments, your persistence becomes your anchor. It reminds you that purpose is a marathon, not a sprint. Success may come gradually, but every step you take brings you closer to your goal. Those who persist are the ones who eventually find the breakthrough they've been working for. It's also important to remember that persistence doesn't mean doing the same thing over and over without making adjustments. True persistence is about sticking with your passion while being open to learning and evolving. You may need to pivot, adjust your strategies, or approach problems from a different angle, but the key is to keep moving forward, no matter the challenges. Persistence is the steady hand that guides you through the highs and lows of the journey. The process of turning passion into purpose also requires an understanding that failure is part of the journey. Failure isn't a reflection of your ability or potential. It's an inevitable part of the process that teaches you lessons you can't learn any other way. Patience, learning, and persistence are what allow you to bounce back from failure and use those setbacks as stepping stones to success. Each failure brings you closer to a clearer understanding of your purpose, refining your approach, and strengthening your resolve. The key is not to let failure derail you, but rather to see it as an opportunity to grow stronger and more capable. When you are patient with the process, open to learning from your experiences, and persistent in your efforts, you create a foundation that leads to long-term success and fulfillment. Remember, purpose is not about instant results. It's about creating something that will have lasting meaning and impact. It's a process that requires commitment over time, and while it might not always be easy or quick, it will always be worth it. The more you embrace patience, learning, and persistence, the closer you will come to turning your passion into a powerful and lasting purpose. So take your time, trust the journey, and keep moving forward step by step. One of the most important truths you need to embrace when turning your passion into purpose is that everyone's journey is different. In a world that often encourages comparison, whether through social media, the successes of peers, or societal expectations, it can be incredibly easy to fall into the trap of measuring your progress against others. But this only hinders your growth and clouds your sense of purpose. Your journey is yours alone, and it is essential to trust the path you are on, even when it feels uncertain or slower than others' paths might seem. Each individual has a unique combination of experiences, strengths, challenges, and opportunities that shape their journey. What works for one person might not work for another, and the pace at which people achieve their goals varies widely. We live in an age of constant comparison where we see others' highlight reels on social media and often forget that behind every success story is a road that was uniquely crafted by the individual walking it. When you compare your progress to someone else's, you risk overlooking the distinct value that your own experiences bring to the table. Your passion is something deeply personal and tied to your own growth, values, and vision for your life, and no one else's journey can be a blueprint for yours. It's important to recognize that your timeline does not have to match anyone else's. There will be moments when it feels like others are achieving their dreams faster, and you might feel left behind. But remember that true fulfillment comes when you stay committed to your own path, no matter how long it takes or how different it may look from the paths of others. Success is not a race, and the life you build by staying true to your own passions and purpose will have more meaning and authenticity than one built by following someone else's roadmap. Your path will include its own set of unique challenges and triumphs, but these moments are essential to your growth. There will be times of doubt, times of failure, and times of discomfort, but these are all part of the process. It is often in these very moments that the most profound growth occurs. The obstacles you face are not signs that you are off track. They are opportunities to learn, evolve, and develop resilience. Everyone's journey involves challenges. What matters most is how you face them and how they shape you. By trusting your own journey, you allow yourself the space to learn and grow at your own pace. Instead of comparing your progress to others, focus on reflecting on where you started and how far you've come. Track your own growth, celebrate the small victories along the way, and acknowledge the lessons you've learned, no matter how incremental they may seem. Trust that the experiences you are having are molding you into the person you need to be to fulfill your unique purpose. Your progress is meaningful, and each step forward, no matter how small, is part of a bigger picture that is only visible to you. You are the only one who truly knows your own heart and the impact you want to make in the world. Instead of looking outward, begin to turn inward to ask yourself, what are my values? What are my passions? What does a fulfilling life look like for me? Your answers to these questions will guide your journey, and they are not dependent on external factors or comparisons to others. The true measure of progress is not how you stack up against others, but whether or not you are moving closer to the life that aligns with your inner truth. Additionally, trusting your unique journey also means embracing the idea that your purpose may unfold over time. It's not always clear from the beginning how your passions will evolve or how your purpose will come to life. Sometimes the process of discovering your true calling takes years of exploration, experimentation, and reflection. Trust that every experience, every setback, every new connection is a step in the direction of your true purpose, even if it doesn't feel like it at the time. Trusting your journey means accepting that your purpose may be something that reveals itself gradually, and it's okay if it doesn't look the way you originally expected.